This is Section 9, Part 5, Letter D. There's one proof of evidence piece for the letter D. And the letter D has one sign to come in fulfillment for one dream. The first dream comes from Part 2, Section 2, Letter D. And its call name is S23DBD. In the month of April 24th, 2007, I dreamt that I stood in the middle of Fulton Street around downtown Brooklyn, and I was looking down towards Court Street. Beside me on my left was a clock tower, and on my right was a new tall building. After I took notice of the two buildings beside me, a pair of binoculars then materialized in my hands. I took the pair of binoculars and looked through them, and I looked down downtown Brooklyn. More or less, I zoomed into Court Street. And I sensed fear around this area while I view Court Street, downtown Brooklyn, with a pair of binoculars that just materialized in my hand. Here's the first and last proof of evidence for Section 9, Letter D, and the first sign for S23DBD coming fulfillment, which was presented to me in the month of November 20th, when I stood inside Walgreens department store, which is located on a corner of Gates Avenue and Broadway. I was on the line with some items that I wanted to purchase. While I was on the line waiting for the cashier to call next, my eyes then spotted shelves inside Walgreens, one particular shelf in Walgreens that displayed rows of binoculars. So I immediately left the line, gone to the shelf that displayed binoculars. I looked at the binoculars, and I found out that Walgreens would sell binoculars in small sizes and medium sizes. And the good part about what I've seen was that these binoculars were dirt cheap. So I purchased a small box that contained a small pair of binoculars and a medium-sized box that contained medium-sized pair of binoculars. And I just want to emphasize that as far as I can remember, I never owned binoculars before. I don't think I'd never been anywhere inside of a store where I've seen binoculars on shelves. And I also want to emphasize too that I've been in and out of Walgreens up to that point. Walgreens never displayed binoculars for sale before, and that's why I left the line, because it was like quite extraordinary to see binoculars being sold by Walgreens. Like I said, I never seen any stores I had gone into sell binoculars. Well, anyhow, I have the binoculars that I purchased, and I want to show you. Here's the small box of binoculars that I purchased. There's a small box here, and I have the binoculars in the case, which I use from time to time, as you can see here. Pair of binoculars. And I have here the big box that contain the medium-sized pair of binoculars, which I use a lot, so much so that I kind of damaged this pair of binoculars. I'm going to have to buy another pair of binoculars. But anyhow, here are the binoculars that I've been using to look at the moon, the stars in the year of 2010, the summer of 2010. Okay, the next letter in Parrish signs to coming fulfillment is the letter E.